Why don't you tell your class what your science project was about? Let's get ready for it. Nice, loud, and clear.
But my project is how strong are your lungs? And how strong our lungs are is we're using the wind, blowing it up. And we're seeing how far it can blow away. For example, this big balloon can only blow up from 12 inches. And the little balloon could blow it out from 18.
How far away did you want to blow it?
And I could blow it up from 18.
How far, Daddy? So when we do an experiment, what we do is first we identify a problem, right? So our problem is, Micah, how strong are our lungs, right? Next, we want to have some background information about the problem. So does everyone know where your lungs are?
Yeah.
All right, show me on your bodies where your lungs are. All right, so does anyone know the muscle you use to help you breathe? Anyone know what that muscle is called? What?
Heart?
No. Good
Your
guess.
life.
Your life?
No, your
No.
lungs.
Okay, I'm going to tell, do you know? One last guess. What is it? No. You have a muscle that runs right underneath your stomach called your diaphragm. It
It's
is like,
almost like diagram, but it's diaphragm.
that's
It
right.
is a diagram, but we have a bone part there. Diaphragm.
So when you breathe in, what happens to your whole chest? When you go,
It's skinnier.
when you breathe in, your chest gets skinnier.
It gets
Up here.
expands.
It expands just like a balloon blowing up, right? And when you breathe out, what happens?
It gets skinnier.
It gets skinnier, right? So you use the muscles in your chest and rib cage, in your diaphragm, to make your chest bigger. That sucks the air in. Then you go, the diaphragm pushes the other way, and it pushes the air out. So we're trying to figure out how strong your lungs are, right? So we're going to test that by seeing from how far away you can blow out a candle. Now, before you do an experiment, you always have to make something called a hypothesis. Micah,
Oh, I know what that
can you
is.
tell everybody what a hypothesis is?
It's guessing what's going to happen.
So when we did the experiment, Micah and I made a guess about who we thought would have stronger lungs. And Micah, who did you think would have stronger lungs? Does the class agree that all have stronger lungs than Micah?
Yes.
Now, we also did an experiment that we can't fully do this morning because Micah's daddy popped the last big balloon that's not glued to his poster this morning trying to test it out. So, we compared from how far away, if we use a bicycle pump and pumped air into a balloon, we wanted to measure how far away it was. And we asked, if we put more air in the balloon, will it be stronger or weaker? And what did you think, Micah?
Stronger. But we made another guess.
Mm-hmm.
At the big balloon will be stronger than the little one. But that was not right. The little one was stronger than the big balloon. And the big balloon was like this big.
So this one was stronger than this one, right, Micah?
That.
When we put the same number of pumps of air in them, right? So what did we learn from that, Micah?
It just matters how far it can stretch.
Yeah, so what's more important? How big something is and how much air it has in it? Or how full it is, right?
How full it is.
Yeah, so the more full you make it, the more it's stretched, the harder it pushes. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Who thinks we should test this out?
The whole class is.
You don't think we should test this out? I've got one dissenter. You don't think we should test this out?
Vivian too, and also Monique.
All right, so whose lungs should we test first?
raised my
Should we test Micah's?
No, you didn't.
All right. So first we're going to set Micah up at 12 inches away. He's going to put his face right here and try and blow out the candle from 12 inches away.
This is going to be a pizza.
So who thinks he can do it? Okay, he did that. So let's try it.
Pizza.
Now, wait, we're going to try and move it back 18 inches. What we're going to do is find the furthest Micah can do it. Then if it's okay with Senior Espinosa, we're going to see if the members of the class can do it. If the senior members of the class can do it as well.
But the most quiet one.
Okay. He gets 3 tries. That's 1. That's 2. All right, Micah, aim. Okay, today he couldn't do it from 18 inches. So apparently Micah has not been doing his exercise this week. So now, should we see if Micah's daddy can do it from 18 inches?
Yeah.
Alright. Wow, this is a bright candle today. Candles are harder to blow out at school than at home. That's something else we're learning today, aren't we? So now,
When you are in front of people, you
so should we test the class at 12 inches? Does everybody think we should do that? Alright, Micah, can you head over to the side for a minute? And we're going to come up very orderly in the way Senora Espinosa tells you to, and we're going to try and blow out the candle. When we get to that part, you can.
You're like a birthday cake. Hey, my birthday would be awesome.
A ver, vamos a escoger de la mesa número 5, que están muy quieticos. Vamos a escoger a Joshua. Venga, a ver.